5T66. Morning everyone. Running slightly late today. I've got to go and get the ladder from the garage, and today we're installing a vented tile in a small sort of lean-to loft roof that has no ventilation for the fan. And the client, we did the bathroom ages ago and the client didn't want a fan at the time. I'll show you, a load of plaster's now fallen off the ceiling due to the humidity because she doesn't open the window, I don't think. So we're going to now put an inline fan in the loft, core drill out through the side. No need for an insulated duct because it's such a short run. I'm not worried about condensation. So let's get on with it. Put that down. That's a lard and plaster, I forgot. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? Anyway, cut that in there and then fan above and out the wall, sorry. Not too shabby. So the only way to do it is get in the bath. Mat there to catch majority of hoover. Not too bad, look, gone through the lava and then the little pop there, but it should cover. She's going to redecorate anyway, look. These mats have got to be one of the best things I've ever purchased, honestly. How did I get on without these? Obviously, I just put a dust sheet down, but these are much better, look. Contain it all up and you just hoover it up. Easy. Okay, so I like these vents actually. They've got about an inch overhang. It's covered that little patch that popped, and then they're adjustable, so you can, if you want a bit more suck, undo that. If you don't want you want a bit less, then you just reduce that. That ceiling, I must be very careful. That ceiling's very, very loose, if we like. I'll show you a technical way of testing this after. I just came up that ladder forgetting that was there, and I've just freaking clonked my head. Oh, freaking hell. Seeing stars now. Anyway, look. There's an vent. I'm hoping that I can get these little, see the little wings on here, so I can get them out a bit. Obviously, these are designed for like a plasterboard, but you just got to go with what you got when you in the loft. We'll get rid of that, and then we're going to put the flexi on there. It's literally going to come out to the fan, which is going to be here. I'll show you. I'm going to put some timber across these two, and then literally the fan's going to go straight out there. So I'm going to go and check outside, pilot that first. So there's two ways of doing this: pilot this way, drill back through, but obviously that's ladder because it's upstairs, so you're going to be on a ladder. Pilot, go out and have a look, make sure it's clear, and then drill from here. Make sure there's nothing below because the core does sometimes fall out the wall, but 99% of the time it comes back in with the core bit. So that's going to be a 4-inch 100 mil hole going out there, just to take the duct out, yeah. And then we just got a wire 3/4 earth from the fan to a fan isolator, which is going to be above the door somewhere there, surface box. They're happy with that, and then back to the light to pick up the feed and the switch feed and the permanent, sorry. So yeah, that's it. And then we got a vented tile to do downstairs, but we got 2 or 3 hours doing this yet, so let's get on with it. Right, so I've taped that duct on. I'm going to put some insulation back round here because that just stops a bit of the noise coming back into the bathroom, the fan noise. I'm going to go and cut some timber. I've got some door lining, just going to cut 2 bits there. Not going to put the fan in yet because it's going to get in the way of me drilling out there, and literally that's going to come into the fan and then blow it out that way, okay? And we got like a terracotta-y type brown tile gravity flap vent to go on the outside just to match this brickwork. So that is where the fan is going to come out. That's that window in the bathroom. So I'm above here somewhere. Obviously we're well clear of the chimney breast, so it's going to come out there. This one's adequate. Obviously, honestly, it does a perfect job. And that's my hack, because I lost the pilot-y bit. I just pilot with that 10mm, and then that's an old earth rod cut down, put in there, and then he keeps it nice and central. Right, just a little first tip of the day there. Well, might not be the first one actually, but yeah, that keeps that nice and centralised through your pilot hole, and then you can core cut him out. Obviously with this we want to wear mask and ear protectors because it's bloody loud. Right, we're ready, we're set up. It's taken like 10 minutes to do that. So, ready to pilot that out. We're then going to have a look where he's come out. And we core drill it out, basically. Easy and as that. That's sort of like, when I was an apprentice, this was the apprentice job, to core drill the fans. And they were always outdoor, indoor, so it was a freaking nightmare. But, learn the hard way sometimes. These are nice and soft. Right, let's go and have a look. Right, we've checked the holes, perfect, we're all ready to go. Make sure this is off hammer. So it's just on the rotary, okay? So it's just, there's no hammer action because it will just absolutely smash these diamond sort of tip blades off of there, alright? I'll see you in roughly, I don't know, 20 minutes. Whoever's been here before has actually done a reasonable job, look. Done a reasonable job, it's clipped neatly. You can see it. Yeah, fair play to me. So that's where my cable comes up from my fan isolator. It's going to run along to the light, and then it's going to run along from here to the fan. Okay. So the reason I've not finished that hole, well, you can't see it over there. The clients told me to stop because they're on a conference call. So I'm just going to get some cabling around now. Dark, isn't it? Yeah. We're through. Whew. That was lucky. I didn't realise someone had put their car there. Luckily all my bits come through, so great. So just got to fix these timbers down. Fan is then coming to sit, so you got flow and up, so that way, like that. That will then have a small piece out there. This will then connect to that. So quite simply, there's two screws that you take out of here and here. These have then got little latches that you can lift down to unlatch him. Sort of fan comes out of the cradle then, like so. Put him to one side. Mount that like that. Not sure if this, yeah. So on this fan, in the lid there, look, they give you a little wiring diagram. So we got 0, neutral, live, T1. So we want to go for min max maximum there, that one there. Okay, so neutral, switch line goes to LT, and then we need to put a link between live and L1 to get the maximum power from the fan. Sorry, I'm looking at min. Max, so literally neutral live and switch live is that one there. Alright. So I leave the book there. That's the little, I've noticed they make them blue now because you can lose them. That's the speed controller. So anti-clockwise it's 2 minutes, and then all the way clockwise is 30. So I'll leave it on the 2, get it working first after we've done some testing. We'll leave it like this now, and then we'll come back. Months of training to learn that. Oh, right, the fan upstairs is all done now. Client's just give me a key. She's going out now. She's not back for a few days, going away, I think. What I was saying is, you know, when you've like worked and you hadn't had a break, I've got a headache now. I haven't eaten. I've just mullered a steak bake and a bloody baguette from Greg's. There's a garage over there with a Greg's tagged on the side. So all we got to do now is look. Fit this vented tile downstairs. So then you get the spaghetti ring, which you order separately. Sorry, so as I was saying, that clicks on there, like so. Obviously, you want to get that mounted first. So I'm gonna have to do this all through the tiles because I'm gonna have to get the fan duct on. Put the fan back up, grab the duct from in the loft, connect it to this, put that onto there, and then click that onto there, and then set the tile into the position. There's just 2 screws, you fix them there and there, and then you just lay the rest of the tiles in. So they're fairly easy, they're not very hard to do, but they're just a bit sort of time consuming. But it's better than the loft just sort of blowing in the loft. Better than the loft blowing in the loft. Better than the fan blowing in the loft and doing nothing, yeah? Let's crack on. Yeah, so that is going up there. It's only single story, so just do it off the ladder. I don't remember this job. I did this towel, managed to drill and get that behind the tiles without knackering the tiles, fix that mirror. That was the fan that never been ducted, so that's the one that I'm ducting. And there was also that to sort, which I sorted as well. So yeah, lovely jubbly. We're on the roof, we're on the roof. Well, I've took, I wonder if 4 tiles out, 5. There's the hole in the bathroom. We're gonna put this, get this vent through first. Actually, I might be able to do it, stuff it through and then grab it from the extractor. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll do this end first. Right, you can normally get these in without having to cut the batten. I've obviously got to cut the battens because I need to get the whole, that big bit through. Whereas you'd put that in and then go in the loft, say, then put that on, but I haven't got that option, so. Two screws in on the batten. I've just got to literally get all these tiles slid in place back in now. Right, let's go and see if we can see the vent now. There he is. Let's get them cables out of the way. And put him down, get rid of all the slack. Put the fan on it. Billy Bob. Billy Bob. Oh yeah. How much is up there? Oh, that's the end of it. That actually comes right onto the fan. Poke a little bit back up. Like that, that's it. Cut that off. Cut that off. Put the fan back up. Give give it a clean and then see how we go. It's on. It's all ducted outside now, so that should be working a lot better, shouldn't it? So when you do extractor fan course, they teach you, it's about 3 days actually, commissioning and stuff. And you end up with like a little toolkit they give you. It doesn't consist of much. It's basically a piece of paper. and that basically, look, it's not actually the greatest fan, but I didn't supply it, but at least it's working, eh? So that's the commissioning stage that you learn after sort of 3 days on the extractor fan installer's course. Right, last thing on this job, what haven't you seen me do? Think about it. Come on, think about it. Should we go and do it now? Come on then, let's go and do it, yeah? Yeah, you guessed it. Last thing we've got to do is fit the grilly up there on the ladder. It's one of the reasons I bought. That little one. Such a light little hammer drill that. It's ideal for doing extractors, grills and stuff up high. Set you up in the van. There's a gravity grill. It just stops the backdraft going through into the bathroom. What I do is pop these out gently because they do break, and then just put them on first, yeah. And that just says top. All right, let's go and do it. So I managed to get one good fixing in that. I'll put it in and then I'll silicone it. I'll show you. Don't forget these. Stick them in your back pocket, and then you can really come down again. Let's give it a bit of silicone now. Just a bit of normal clear silicone. And that is the end of the video. See you on the next one. Take care.